They have got to rebuild or redevelop this part of Edinburgh that includes the old town, Dunby Dyke, South Side, in a way that makes it environmentally friendly and suits the needs of everybody who lives here. So it's not just for children, but for elderly people, disabled people, mums with buggies, and animals, wildlife, the whole thing.
ECOCITY is a way of trying to get primary school children to think about the future of the city, particularly in ecological and urban design terms.
We used to invent the model in the early days. We used to go around and just build the landscape out of kids' imagination. As we've gone on, it's got a bit more realistic. And if you look over here, you'll see there's Arthur's seat sitting there. And that's been built up for the kids, as have a lot of the buildings that exist in this part of Edinburgh.
What I'm hoping will happen during the week is that the children will learn from each other. There's children from different backgrounds and with different abilities, and they'll share ideas, they'll learn from each other's experiences, and as the week goes on, they'll learn more about ecological development, about urban design, about how to communicate and negotiate with each other, and about how a city works together, because they're having to think about everything, about transport, about electricity, about transport systems. So at the end of the week, we're going to have a really vibrant, bright model that's not just about physical things, but about the way people in this community live and react and relate to one another.
Well, you could put like an ice rink.
We're very close to it.
That'll be nice. No, it's not actually funny. It's actually funny. Could do is like you could have lots of vegetables gardenings, and they could all take turns to look after it, and then they could split up the vegetables between them.
We're quite pleased that we're getting to say what we want to be done. It's going to be quite fun, but we're having fun at ECOCITY. But we do hope that they don't knock down the Dunby Dykes high-rise flats, because a lot of people stay there and they've lived there for years and don't want them knocked down.
That's going to shadow all the other buildings.
What is it? I mean, think about the light's going to come this way, so think about the light. They have big shadows coming down there.
That's going to shadow all the other
What is
buildings.
it?
It's the Dunby Dykes.
It's
Not very eco-friendly, using too much wood.
The project's funded by a number of sources: Community Scotland, the Housing Department of City of Edinburgh Council, the Lighthouse SUST programme on sustainable development, and strategic programme Social Inclusion Partnership. And the reason that they've funded it is to give children who live in and around this area an opportunity to have their say about how the community develops. All right.
Because it doesn't really, it'd be good really, and that's the house for the person.
That works in it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's thoughtful.
Park ranger.
On the park ranger? There's a park ranger coming tomorrow, so you'll be able to show her where she can live on the model.
That'd be funny.
Well, it was supposed to be like a shell. Now it looks a little bit more like a pita bread. And it's a children's natural history museum. And it has an observatory in the top. And it's all the history of Holyrood Park. So it's got like volcanoes and stuff in it.
This is a time elevator, and it will tell us how the earth began and how dinosaurs came and how history began. And it'll be going so deep, it'll be going right under our first seat. That will make sure we'll make sure every tourist gets to see it when they come.
Right, get off. What are you up to?
We're just making our design for a chocolate factory.
All right, and where's the chocolate factory going to go?
Over where the
Bus garage
used to be.
These are the high flats in Dunby Dykes.
Right. And what have you decided to do with them?
We decided to move the middle ones to the back here so we can put gardens in.
All right, that's a nice idea.
And I decided to put greenhouses up here as well.
Do you live anywhere near here?
Yes, Dunby Dykes.
What's more important to children than the environment they live in? It affects them 24 hours a day. They live in it, they play in it, they sleep in it. And we think it's really important that they have a say about the way that their world, their local environment develops.
We're working on the Dunby Dykes flats and the kind of Holyrood Park,
and I really enjoy making the model. Because Dunby Dice doesn't have a lot of grassy areas, we've painted it green so that we put more grass there. We've coloured all the houses pastel colours because they used to be grey and that's a bit too boring.
Okay, off you go.
A club centre for children to come to after school. So if they're not wanting to do any particular clubs, perhaps they might want to come and just play football, which is why we've got a football pitch here.
We've decided to make the paths a little more colourful, so we've decided to put stones, colourful stones on it. And these stones here are the paths. And we've made a pond over here. Well, we've been making an eco-hotel that's powered by solar panels. This is the greenhouse with the cafe. That's a museum. That's going to be another museum. There's some mazes. There's going to be a maze over there, and this is going to be a tram stop here and all of that.
I'm painting this for the model of the ECOCITY project, because we're going to make we've got some churches and we're going to make a mosque with a garden and an underground car park. We just want to make it a bit more colourful than it really is in real life. It's really a good opportunity for us to have our say instead of adults.
The reason that we got into the Children's Parliament is because of the actual process, the experience for the children. And I think they're learning things that will stay with them. It's we talk a lot about active citizenship with children, and the only way to do that is to engage them in processes that they find meaningful and interesting. And they will remember things here. They've learned how to work together, and they've learned some very important things about the urban environment. And these things I know will stay with them, and that's more important, I think.
As anybody watching this video can see from what's going on behind me, the buzz of conversation, it's been a fabulous week, and it's still, the excitement is not going to die down for days and days and days. This has exceeded even my very high expectations, because I know how creative children can be if they're given the opportunity and the encouragement to be as creative as they have been here.
It's a really good week making the model and painting it. I'm amazed that we got it done in 3 days. It's quite hard. So the reason they're doing that because I've not done anything like this before, and it was really fun. I made lots of new friends here as well. It was great fun.